not taught about money, then you're gonna make the same mistakes that your parents make. And little things like just a couple of $1,000 of credit card debt when you're in college can set you back years. Not even understanding student loans can set you back for 20 years, right? Like you might have picked a state school as opposed to going out of state school if you actually were educated on the long-term effects of taking out $100,000 of student loan and then getting a social.
Rashid and Troy are the founders of the popular podcast and financial literacy platform Earn Your Leisure. They teach their millions of followers how to save and how to make more money. Their new book is You Deserve to Be Rich, Master the Inner Game of Wealth and Claim Your Future.
And Rashad and Troy join us this morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
Boy, we played that little soundbite, and Larry and I both have kids in college, and truer statement was never made that people are so excited about their kids getting into these great schools that cost thousands and thousands of dollars when you are going to be paying that off for years and years and years.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's something that we want the prestige and we want the degree, but it's a business decision that we have to be very, very cognizant about that comes along with that.
I mean, the drive of your advice is to create more income and lower your expenses, which I think we all know in a basic sense anyway. Where do we go from there, though? Can you give us something a little more specific?
Yeah, I mean, it's a variety of different things. That's the core principle of it. I mean, we encourage investing. That's something that has to be done consistently. Dollar cost averaging is something that's extremely important. A lot of people are familiar with that with their 401k, where they're putting small amounts of money into the market on a consistent basis. Right now, the market is down, so a lot of people are nervous. But over the course of time, that's been proven to be the best strategy when it comes to investing. Real estate is something that's extremely important. Everybody has to live somewhere. So, it's better to own as opposed to rent. We all know that, but it's actually even better to be a landlord. So if you can have a multi-family home, right, then that eases the burden of having a mortgage. That's another trap that people fall into a lot of times, is becoming a homeowner, thinking that they're making a great financial decision, but they're actually stretching themselves too thin because they're buying homes that they can't afford.
Yeah.
That's not a recipe for wealth either. So there's a variety of different things.
I think people get anxious. When the stock market's going down, they think, okay, I just have to start stockpiling money. But your strategy, it should be different when you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. Maybe talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we always stress to people to start investing while they're young. You want to be aggressive when you're young because you can make decisions and you have time to make up for that. When you're older, you want to be a little bit more conservative and start and put it in things that are safer investments, because obviously retirement ages is hit and the opportunity time that is going to be lost because of age. And so that's why we stress to people, right? There's no time like the present. Even when you see the market going down like it is, we always say this is an opportune time, especially if you're a beginner. The one thing we know about the U.S. economy is that it's going to rise over its history. The S&P has done that for 90 years. And so find great investments now, find great companies at great prices, and take advantage of the opportunity.
So, people are living longer these days, and I know everybody has slightly a different situation. But when you say when you're older, you want to lock it down and lower your risk, what's that age number? What's your gut tell you?
As you get closer to retire, so the official retirement age for most retirement plans right now is 59 and a half. So 60 is the benchmark. People are living longer, so you might want to stretch that out to 65, but we use 60 as the benchmark. So as you get closer to 60, that's when you want to become more conservative. And once you're past 60, you definitely want to, think about, playing defense as opposed to being super aggressive. You can afford to be super aggressive when you're in your 20s, 30s, maybe even 40s. But as you get in your 50s, 60s, you want to, start to play a little bit of defense.
So, Troy, you're a former public school teacher. How did you guys hook up, and what did you bring to the table, Troy, what you learned being in schools and what kids do or do not know?
Yeah, so I had the firsthand look of what was being taught inside of schools, and definitely finance was not one of those things. We had the opportunity to teach kids over the summer about money and realize that, this wasn't just an age thing, right? It was a career thing too. Rashad was a financial advisor at the time. And so we just kind of combined our efforts. I was a teacher, he was a financial advisor, so we taught financial education to young adults. But what we realized is that their parents didn't have the education. And some of the doctors and lawyers that he was having meetings with, they didn't have financial education. They had degrees in their specialties, but they didn't really know what to do with their finances. And so that gave us an opportune position to be in the lead of people who are teaching financial education across the masses. And so it started with teenagers at 14 years old. It spread to adults, and now it's spread worldwide.
Well, that's great. The book is You Deserve to Be Rich, Master the Inner Game of Wealth and Claim Your Future. You can check out earnyourleisure.com for more and follow the guys on the socials and listen to their podcast. Thank you both for being with us.
Thanks, guys.
We appreciate you.
Take care.